No, no, Richard. We're a plow driver. We're just plowing snow, Richard. That's all we're doing. We're on our way to our first place for the night right now. What's good, curly fries? What's up, Lexi Desiree? I think I said that right. Richard, hell yeah. Okay, I see you. The things on your hood. You don't want to see the inside of the truck, Richard. It's wired. It got controllers and mounts and cameras and all that. What's up, curly fries? No, I like to keep the truck. I like to keep everything in here. There's a police right there. He just drove past me. Good thing he isn't behind me because he would see right through the back windshield. Say, "What in the hell? What in the hell's going on in that truck?" We definitely ain't running that light. He was speeding. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to get out here. I usually don't like coming out this early, but I'm trying to get this done. Curly fries, you're cooked. Nah, I ain't running them lights, man. I did that once. I ain't doing that again. I'll wait. We'll be at our first place in about 12 minutes. So if there's more traffic, it'll take a little longer. Good boy. Yeah, no kidding. So what do you do again? Well, if you look at the channel, I mean, I do snow plowing and landscaping and mowing in the summer. So in layman's terms, we're outside. So We're just on our way to our first account. I got two other plow trucks behind me. It's funny because they left their place about the same time as they left their shop the same time I left my house. I think right at the start of the broadcast is when they is when they were in front of my deal or whatever. I gotta get some heavier tint on those back windows so I don't have people being nosy. That's right. I used to follow you on my old account. Yeah, man. I just started getting back into YouTube. I had taken a break for quite a while, and I ended up getting a lot of content, over the years, and I just saved it. So over the next 6 to 8 months, you're going to see a lot of older archived videos. What's up, Lord Guy? You're going to see a lot of videos from the years that I wasn't uploading on YouTube. I had kids and stuff now, so they'll take up some of your time, which is fine. I mean, kids are great. But life happens, but I got a lot of content going to get uploaded soon, so I just recently discovered, TikTok back in 2021 or 2020, 2021. So I've also been working on that and kind of trying to get back into the swing of things. But I like live broadcasting and stuff. I mean, sometimes there's only like 5 or 10 people that watch the live, which is fine. But I kind of like going back and looking at if it's like the middle of summer, I like going back and looking at this. Same here. I've got two sick boys now. Yeah, I've got three. I got two older girls and I got a younger boy. So life happens, man. My focus wasn't on my YouTube, and it should have been. I got a lot of content, man. It's kind of weird going down the road because I have two other plow trucks behind me. They can see everything that's going on inside my truck. Oi, what's up, Robert? Yeah, I should be at this first place in about 6 minutes here. We haven't really had any snow this year. I mean, we probably got what, an inch and a half during last night's storm. So it's really not a whole lot to play around in, but we should be getting some more later this week. Oi, mate, you must be in Australia. Lord guy, are you driving a car or a truck? Well, this is my truck. You can't put a 1,000-pound blade on a car. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's possible, but yeah, you can't put plow trucks on a car. It's too heavy. Sure hope this light don't turn red. I knew it was gonna switch like that. We're almost there, guys. It's about 9 o'clock here, so traffic's starting to lighten up. But I mean, typically I'd go out about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when there's nobody out here. Here in my country, it's morning now. Are you in Australia? What time is it over there? Got me curious now. It's about 9 p.m. here. I'm out over here in Minneapolis in the U.S. No, I'm in Asia. It's 11:11. Asia? That's like a 12. Is that a 14-hour difference? That's crazy. Raheem, how is your night going? Well, it's just getting started. How about yours, Raheem? I hate how close people are to the back of my truck. They're like right on the bumper. Right on the bumper. Almost makes me want to drive slower. Captain Blind, are you no. That's the second time somebody's asked me that. You don't see the big blade, the big piece of metal on the front of my truck? The guy behind me has a headlight out too. Raheem, it's going great because I just prayed. Did you pray today? I prayed this morning. Gotta have the spirit walking with us, Raheem. Be there in 2 minutes. Keep believing in God. Yeah, I hear you, Raheem. More people need to. I think that's what the world needs nowadays. Lord guy, where are you going? I'm going to my first small plowing account. Go clean the parking lot. I'll be there in about a minute and a half. I'm down the street from it. We're gonna be driving by the police station for everybody that is interested in that. Be driving right by it shortly. We're about a half block away now. We got to turn our blinky light on. We've arrived. I gotta write something down quick. Let's see, it is 9:15 p.m. Perfect. We got everything written down. We're good to go. Oh, I gotta set up my other phone mount here. I think the windshield might be too cold. Yeah, it's too cold. Shoot. Maybe we can heat it up. All right. Deal with that in a second. Yeah, make sure we don't see any traffic. She's colder. Yeah, it's about 20 degrees right now. For us, that ain't really that cold. It was just, what, 35, 38 below last week. Now that's cold. A lot of traffic in the way. I wish we had a dual camera option on YouTube here. That'd be nice. You guys could see what I'm actually doing in the truck. Watch out for the blinky lights. Yeah, it's harsh. It's harsh living in these winter climates, man. I had somebody in my live last night saying that they were like in the summer in the south and it was like 70 or 60 or 70 degrees or something. I said, man, that's nuts. I wish it was that warm up here right now. It's like unheard of. I don't know what that was. That's better. What's up, TR? Hi, bro. Probably turn our blinky light off now. Chuck, do you poop every day? Usually, sometimes I'll poop twice a month, even though I've eaten the same amount. Chuck, you got Chuck. That's. I think that comment wins for today's broadcast. That's a. That's pretty funny. Twice a month. That can't be real healthy for you. What's going on with that? Chuck, no, I poop twice a day sometimes, then once a day usually, but I eat the exact same thing. Well, I mean that. I mean, I'm no health expert and no doctor, but twice a day is pretty healthy. Some people don't even do that. It's a pretty unique question, I'd say. Hot Rod, hey, from up here in Canada, what's up, man? I'm not that far from you. Down here in Minnesota, you're you're the local neighbor. I'm doing good, man. What's the temperature in Canada right now, or at least where you're at? Canada's so big. 6 degrees Celsius. What's that Fahrenheit? Regardless, that's still pretty cold. You're 21. Oh, so yeah, you're about the same temperature as me then. Well, no, the truck says it's 15 out right now, so I don't know. Yeah, it's cold. I mean, it was 35 below here last week, so it can't be much difference than that. Sometimes I'll do a fully formed. Yeah, Chuck, I don't know, man. That sounds like you got some other medical stuff going on, man. I've actually never had somebody come in one of my lives and mention that. That's funny. I mean, I don't really have an answer for you. It's a very very unique answer, or very unique question, I should say. Got to turn this heat down. It's hot. Hot rod. How much? Chuck? Yeah, I'm almost concerned about hot Chuck right now. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty concerning. We should definitely get Chuck some help. At least I think so. Thanks for the like, Mama TJ. I don't know, man. Hot rod. Do you think we should get Chuck some help, man? I've never seen anybody jump online into a live and ask for that type of help. That's pretty funny. But we're all here to help and help Chuck out, and hopefully he works through his issues. You never know. I don't know why that guy has that truck parked right there. That truck is like always here, like every time I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Thanks for the likes, everybody. I appreciate it. It doesn't cause me any discomfort, but it's just concerning because I don't know what anyone else has. Well, Chuck, you'd be surprised, man. If you keep scrolling through these lives, you'd be surprised. A lot of people have that same issue. You definitely ain't the only one. Thomas, welcome to the chat. Chuck's tapeworm. Yeah, no kidding, Thomas. Like I said, we maybe we should help Chuck out. I don't know. That definitely concerns me. I guess we're just talking. Yeah, quite literally, man. Hot Rod's on one tonight. Hot Rod's definitely. You're on to something, Hot Rod. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Thomas. I really wish that truck wasn't parked in the way. Can't get nothing done. It's almost impossible to. plow around stuff like that. I don't know if he just forgot it was winter or what's going on. Luckily, we don't have a bunch of snow because I would have to pile it up next to the truck. There's nowhere to go. Chuck doesn't have a tapeworm. Well, I don't know, Chuck. It's starting to sound like it, man. What's going on here? The truck's at like 90 degrees in the cab, so I have to roll down a window. You guys, we got more snow up here than you. Yeah, I'm sure you do. We're just getting warmed up, though. You might get tired of seeing me on live. Like, how much snow you guys get? Tony Riddler. Chuck, that's exactly what a tapeworm would say. That ain't real nice. Oh, you mean $2,000 million in a fourth grade or 2,000 snow? I don't really know how to decipher that. 2 feet flat in the field. Yeah, I bet. That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. Bro, I am grade one. I am cool. Are you? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just reading something quick. You're never going to get this lot done reading all of this. Yeah, I was just thinking that. That's funny you said that. We can all agree we're in the same boat. I mean, I don't know if I have a tapeworm, but because by the sound of it, it sounds like you got maybe a tapeworm issue or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little concerned for Chuck though. He said looking at all these comments. Yeah. See, Thomas. Yeah, we're all concerned, man. We're just trying to help you out. That's the spirit. We're on here to look and help out the community. That's all it is. We love you, Chuck. I can get some of this snow from by the truck. Like I said, luckily we don't have a foot, man. I'd feel bad for that guy who parked that truck there. He'd be having to dig it out. Everybody loves everybody, even Chuck's tapeworm. Yeah, see, we love the tapeworm. I probably shouldn't have eaten that BLT I found in the truck stop bathroom either. Yeah, that probably ain't real nice. I'm sure it tasted real good with the flavor. Truck stop bathroom, huh? Lots of flavor on that. That's pretty funny though. It tasted great, kind of had a sticky texture, but the taste was out of this world. Oh, I bet it was. Chuck, just check in with us. You know, check in with us tomorrow, and let us know. Chuck, do you like rare pork? I mean, I wouldn't eat rare pork. That's a good question, though, Chuck. We all want to see you healthy and prosperous, Chuck. And speaking of which, I don't know the last time I ever heard the name Chuck. It's been years. Marina, Miranda. I can't say that right. Beautiful snow. Yes, that's right. We like it sometimes. I'm gonna have to turn around here. Yeah, you should have saw it when it was falling last night. That was really nice. Can I call you Charles Chuck? Yeah, yeah, that's the spirit. I like that. LOL, no snow in Cali. I like when I go. Is that where you're at? Out in Cali? I've never been out there. Up to PA, the weather east is best. Isn't PA Pennsylvania, or is that Pittsburgh? I think that's Pittsburgh. Yes, Riverside. Up in Pittsburgh. Doesn't Pittsburgh get like lake effect snow? East Coast, Best Coast, baby, let's go. I think the furthest east I've ever personally been was Detroit. It was like a city north of Detroit. I think it was like Madison Heights or something. I went out there for a car show. I drove out there, but it was the middle of summer. Yeah, lake effect snow. That's like a whole different. That's like a whole different monster. LOL. I only left Cali one time. I haven't been out to California, but I've been. I was out in Nevada in September of 2019, and I saw a sign for the highway that said California like 100 or 200 miles away or something like that. But what I noticed out in see North Carolina, PA probably too, I don't know. Yeah, I saw a sign for California on the highway. Well, one thing I noticed about Nevada is that there was no grass out there. There was just rocks. I didn't like that. The hallmark of your great BLT is a feeling. Well, yeah, Chuck. Maybe it is a tapeworm. You never know. Chuck, we love you, man. We want to make sure you're healthy and prosperous. And hot rod drove from Vancouver, BC to Vancouver, Washington for a chick once. Whew! Mad dude. I got to hear the story behind that because it had to be worth it. Chuck, you got me laughing, bro. Thank you. Is that a snow truck? That's a snow plow truck. Nope. Must have been some chick. Let's hear it. Yeah, we gotta hear the story, man. That ain't no trip down the street, and that ain't no 15-minute Uber around the corner. I consider tapeworm to be the perfect pet. Honestly, yeah. Well, spent 3 days. Did Chuck? Did she have a big butt? Like, or not Chuck? But Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Did she at least have a big butt? Like, we gotta know. Hi, got hit by Cupid. Who's Cupid in here, Chuck? Oh, he got hit by Cupid. Yeah, dude. If you're driving that far for a girl, yeah, I gotta hear the tea on this. Say hell yeah. Some guys like they like the the flat butts, and I mean more power to you. Me personally, I'm not gonna do it. Nice hot rod. Was she a blonde, a brunette? What's going on here, hot rod? She came to see me first, so I returned the favor. Ah, I see. You ever pour maple syrup on a woman's butt and act like a small fly stuck in the syrup? No, I haven't tried that. Blonde, huh? Okay. Say, oh, that's nice of her. Yeah, blonde girls are all right. I mean, some of them. I heard that the crazy girl is always their favorite color is always green. What's up with that? LOL, you crazy for that. Brunettes do it better. Yeah, brunettes can do it better. I like the look at this guy speeding behind me. Just drive past me. What are you doing? Guy risking the total of his car just to get ahead of me. Get to the same stop sign. Yeah, she was cool, but she was crazy. Well, was her favorite color green? Thomas, my girlfriend's color is green. Yeah, I told you. This is what I figured out with life. Me and mine also a little junk in the trunk, but she's not new meat, anything, but she puts up with me. Does she like the tapeworm too? Where are you located? It was 70 degrees in North Carolina today. I'm up in Minnesota. Favorite color? Yeah, every crazy girl's truly crazy girl's favorite color is green. Every single one of them. It has not failed me. I think Chuck might be talking about his tapeworm. I don't know, Chuck, man. You got us curious now, man. Yeah, brunette girls are okay. I mean, I tend to like blondes. I don't know why. The tapeworm was actually her idea, but we went butt to butt. It's our little weight loss secret. Yeah, hey, more power to you, man. I mean, you know, I ain't overweight or anything, but it's hard for me to keep weight on me. I like a little weight on a girl, though. I don't mind that. I like all the colors of hair, not picky. Well, that's a great idea, Chuck. You should write a book. You should. You should start your own podcast. That's what you should do, Chuck. I mean, hair colors to me are kind of either a green flag or a red flag. I mean, it can really depend. I've seen girls with multicolored hair, and they got incredible personalities. But I've also seen the opposite. So, really great video. I hope it's a good view. I got to come here and do some touch ups. We're at the next spot. Turn our blinky light on for safety. Like girls with the fire red hair, those are the really, really crazy ones. Say, oh, I'm not that crazy. Oh, yeah, you are. You ain't fooling me. Domino's Pizza. We love you, Domino's. You still got cars in the parking lot. Thomas, I'm a God fearing man. Well, so am I. But God gave us free will. So I mean, if we see that crazy girl, I never do this. Talk to people on live. Most live streams suck, but I'm here, so that says something. Hey man, listen, we can talk about whatever. Chuck really he's really the trendsetter for today's live. So we love Chuck for that. Boss, you're going great helping out all those Domino's customers. Well, I mean, I don't want to, come here angry and, or what do you guys call it, hangry? Come in and get a nice hot pizza, all excited to go home, and then slip, crack my head open on some ice. No, we can come and scrape and clean up a little bit. It's all right. I was here earlier this morning, or earlier this afternoon. I wonder if Chuck's okay. We haven't heard from him in a while. What's going on? But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we all got our crazy ex-girlfriend stories, or current girlfriends, or wives, or Chuck is quite trendy with his weight loss techniques. Hey, listen, a, a tapeworm is a lot better than drugs or something. People use that. I think there's like a new drug or something I've been hearing about, like Ozempic or something like that. People are using. I mean, I'm glad I don't have weight loss issues, but that stuff sounds real nasty. I I like to eat. I like to eat meat, but I usually sweat off all my excess weight, or I smoke cigars, so that usually helps. No, I'm okay. This is just a character, by the way. I'm actually an English writer, mainly comedy. Well, what's the handle? What's the comedy shows? I mean, give us something we can look for. That's pretty cool. Ozempic is made by Gila Monsters Venom Lizard Venom. See, I didn't know that. I heard it's really bad for your heart. I mean, I'm not interested in it. It's just I've been hearing about it so much. I'm like, what is that? Lizard venom? Like who would take that? I don't know, man. That's just that stuff blows me away. There's a whole roll of tape, worm jokes being comedian Chuck. Really? Chuck says I'm a Yorkshire, England. My real name is Tom. I'm trying to read the rest of this. There's no show. Sorry, only jokes and sketches. Well, maybe put that on YouTube, or I mean, I would prefer if you did it on TikTok. You get more of a reach. People love that type of stuff, man. I was really buying it for a second. I was like, man, we gotta check in on Chuck. What's going on, man? Tapeworms? I mean, that had all of us concerned. But England, that's pretty cool, man. I've met a lot of really cool people from England and that part of the world. I like the accents more than anything. Usually, people with that type of accent, I kind of want to talk to them longer. So, is this your own company? Yep. Yes, sir. But that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, man. Like I was almost willing to take a flight to check in on Chuck, make sure he's all right, man. He said Minnesota. Yeah, well, I'm up here in Minneapolis. I'm from Manchester. I used to watch Manchester United back in the day when Rondado used to play. Interesting. If you've ever watched Game of Thrones, I kind of sound like Ned Stark or any of the Starks, I suppose. I've actually, believe it or not, I've actually never watched Game of Thrones. I took like a 10-year break from TV shows and uh, In movies, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily a break, but I know I found other things that occupy my time, but I'm trying to get back into it now that there's nothing to do. Do you ever imagine that you're pushing up piles of cocaine, that you're the world's largest drug? Yeah, if I've been up for 30 hours. Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings? Yeah, a long, long time ago. Like when it first came out, I like watched like the first couple. I think it was the first couple ones they had, but ever since that, I don't think I've really gotten into it. I mean, you get busy with life, you know. What do you do? What's to do in Minneapolis? There's a lot to do in Minneapolis. Best movie of my life, no joke. Make a snow angel with it. Ha, that's funny. I mean, I like snow angels. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's I mean, everybody else thinks it's miserable where they live. Come up here. This is the frozen tundra. This is cold up here. You couple that with some 30 mile an hour wind blowing at your face. I mean, you don't want to go outside. I sound like Boromir, the guy that does shit with arrows and dies at the end of the first movie. Sean Bean from the same place as Sean Bean. Interesting. When was your last accident plowing? What did you hit? 3 years ago, I backed into a light pole that was in the middle of a parking lot at 20 miles an hour. Bent my entire bumper. A snow day. I got a Tundra as well, brother. Yeah, Tundras are good trucks. 2013. Yeah, those are really good trucks, man. I'm not a big fan of foreign vehicles and foreign trucks, but I do think that the Toyota Tundra is a really good truck. And I heard that some of the Tundras have special features with the tailgate too. I thought that was pretty interesting. 3 years, that's great. That's nice work. Well, 2 of the years we this year and last year we've hardly gotten any snow. The last time we had a really big, like significant snow was like the 2021 to 2022 season. I mean, it was snowing 3 or 4 times a week, and every weekend like clockwork, it was snowing. So we never planned anything during that winter because we knew it was going to snow that weekend. Like even if they didn't forecast it, we just knew. I drive a Chevy, but I like Tundras. Yeah, that's what I'm driving. Gratefully, I used to have a Toyota Helix, but I think they're pretty good trucks. Honestly, I've never heard of a Toyota Helix. Helix is awesome, dude. I thought it always snowed there. I had a layover there once. It was cold even in the airport. Yeah, the MSP airport. It's supposed to be one of the best in the country. I do some work there at night, so I'm always there. So I've heard pretty good things about it. I didn't know it was cold inside though. I like being at the airport though, man. It's just something about aviation that I really enjoy. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just weird. You get to talk to pilots and random people, especially old people. I tend to get along with people that are, like 50 to 55 plus. Those are my favorite type of people. Maybe I got an old soul or something. I don't know, but I see an old person. I always want to hear their stories and talk to them because they're oh, back in my day. Yeah, tell me more. I want to hear it. And they love to talk to you. Got to clean up some of these curves here. I'm in North Africa. Jeez, man. I just slowed down to read that. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. North Africa. That is crazy. That's the one thing I've realized like about YouTube is that there's people from all over. But North Africa, that's crazy, dude. Haven't had any snow last year and this year, but it's been sunny for like a week straight. Yeah, here in Minnesota, we will be lucky to see the sun once a month. It's usually cloudy. Like today, the sun came out right as I was taking a nap. I also love the smell of jet fuel that could have something to do with it. Yeah, that could be it. Um, that's probably what it is for me too, because I kind of like that smell. This is a very very intuitive live. That's what I'm talking about. It's nostalgic. No, it is. And then this guy. See, here's the thing. The last time I plowed this place, the guy had a jumper cable for because this is a diesel truck, and you guys probably can't see it, but he had a live wire right outside of his truck, and I ran it over. And today he has that exact same wire running across the parking lot. And if I wasn't paying attention, I would have literally just hit it again. And it's hooked right up. I think it's like a glow plug heater or something. I literally ran that damn thing over last time, and he has it plugged in again. You probably don't have to put up with much crime in Minnesota, though, especially in the winter. In the winter, no. It's more of domestic, like couples fighting because they're in the house with each other so much. It's more domestic than anything, but in the summer, crime can be high. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got his block heater plugged in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I literally ran that thing over last time. It was the very first snowfall of the year, and I ran it right over because it was covered in the snow. Had I not came here earlier and plowed and not seen that, I probably would have ran it over again. Now, when I back up, and I'm gonna go to the back of the truck because it's plugged in, and there's a light back there, but he has the wires all finicky. So I'd hate to run that damn thing over again because it's live. Chuck is American. You think so? He said he was from England. God, that bothers me, man. Like you don't learn your lesson the first time. Yeah, look at that wire. It's like hag tagged. I don't know. Maybe there's a heater in the back of the truck or something. Because there's a light back there. I mean, maybe the work truck is charging batteries too. I don't know, man, because that truck's been here all winter. It's been here since like November. And he's got the wires like you can see them. They're all mangled up. I'd really hate to run over that thing again. It's America. A lot of crimes. Yeah, well, like the old musician Prince used to say, the cold weather keeps the bad people away, and it's true. It's very true. I mean, the last thing you want to be doing is be outside when it's this damn cold out doing crime. I mean, not really only in inner cities. Yeah, in the inner cities, I mean it's bad, but I would say I mean I wouldn't say inner city. I live more on the outskirts, like in the suburb type of thing. Not the typical suburb, but I live around a lot of old people, and they ain't having that because old people are nosy. They get up 4 o'clock in the morning and just look out their window. So if they see anything, they're calling it in. Have you ever got robbed for your truck? No, and let's just say we're in America, so that wouldn't be a very good idea for the robber. Yeah, only the cold, but UV footprints everywhere. Yeah, literally everywhere. I've seen where the police are chasing people. They just follow the foot tracks. Easy. And then they got like thermal and stuff. So in the winter, everything is extremely cold. So you'd stick out like a sore thumb, especially with like the new drones and stuff that they got. I mean, it's crazy. All right, let's see. This one's done. Full. Yeah, we got to go to our next place now. Let's see. UK is bad as well. Can't lie. People are running at you with samurai swords. Well, yeah, because firearms are banned in the UK, aren't they? Someone stole my dirt bike when I was young. Saw the guys years later, and he apologized. It's a bad neighborhood kid that had a tough upbringing. Yeah, see, something like that, I'd forgive him for it. I mean, if it's that long ago and you saw him later, I mean, what good is the anger going to do at that point? Just let it go, and you know, I can definitely understand that, Thomas. You know, you don't want to hold grudges against people. It's not right. Is it? That's something you got to live with too. It's just better to let it go. Yeah, but there are still guns everywhere. Yeah, but they're all illegal. You know, that's why I feel bad for some of the people in the UK, man. Like they'll never get to experience that type of freedom. That's terrible. Although I wouldn't want to be getting ran at with a samurai sword. I mean, that's kind of see Thomas. Yeah, but people don't use guns unless they're in Chicago. Yeah, or inner cities. Some guy snuck in our house and got robbed. Three of our cars, we got them all back, thankfully. Yeah. See, here in America, if your car is gone, like it's gone. Like you're either taking it up for parts or using it in something else. That is pretty crazy, though. I mean, if it was up to me, I live out in the country. If it was up to me, yeah, I've never been to the UK, man, but just that idea of people, not being able to protect themselves or their property. I mean, that would, I don't know, man. That made me a little uneasy. Yeah, I heard them downstairs, but I thought that was my brother and sis arguing, so I went back to sleep. Well, maybe you avoided something by going back to sleep. That's crazy though. Like you could have people in your house while you're sleeping or while you're, half asleep or something. But it depends if you got people living with you and stuff, and you're used to hearing commotion. You mean what else do you know? Do you carry or have a hand cannon? I legally carry, and yes, I do. Legally, I have a permit. That's for my protection. See, yeah, me and my older brother had a late night and went straight to bed. I'm back. Lord Guy, welcome back. We came home at like noon. You got people in your house at noon? Now that's crazy. That's a violation of personal space. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, that is a violation, man. See, this parking lot's a little more well lit. I feel like we can operate a little more efficiently. You start falling asleep with them parking lots that are, so dark. Let's see. I was here earlier doing the shoveling. I mean, this place is extremely busy during the day. It's hard to get anything done here. And a lot of this stuff froze because earlier the sun was out and it was a little warmer, closer to freezing, so it was easier to clean up some of this stuff. But not today. You can see that blacktop in front of. I mean, I hand shoveled that. Wish Canadians could CCW. Yeah, I wish you guys too could too, man. I don't know what's going on with Trudeau up there. I try to keep up with the international news. If you run into another light pole, it's going to be hard to explain to your boss because you're the boss and all the the lights. Yeah, Canadians can't consume. No, I don't. I don't. I think handguns are actually illegal in Canada. Last time I checked, can you open carry here in Minnesota is legal. Hot rod can't carry anything. See, dude, I feel bad for you, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's crazy. I think every person once in their life should Lloyd Christmas, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for clearing the snow. Of course, but you're doing a bigger job than fixing a pole. Oh yeah? Don't want nobody to slip. If I do back in the pole, it's gonna be because I'm reading all the comments. We appreciate you, Lloyd. Thanks for the love. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, Lloyd. Well, I can't read Spanish, otherwise I would reply back to the boxing boss. I like boxing. And only proportionate response for home invasions or self defense. Elaborate, please. I'd love to hear that. Because you'd figure Canada's so open and so vast, why couldn't people carry, And there's not a lot of, not a lot in Canada. It's a big landmass. How much snow you think is left? Listen, there ain't enough to be even out here plowing. We're just doing this for the people. Make sure nobody slips or falls. Gun for gun, knife for knife. Yeah, that's terrible, man. If the government wasn't BS, they could and should be allowed to. Toronto is crazy bad. Yeah, I've heard, man. I've heard. I watched a lot about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just I think that's terrible. Like people can't defend themselves. Man, that I don't know, man. I would expect a little more out of Canada. I think I was there once as a kid, as I was told. New sweep on banned guns, 360 added to the list. That is crazy, man. It's all about bad influence, people talking about things out of hand, taking things out of hand. Yeah, it takes a small group of people doing stupid stuff to ruin it for everybody, man. I just like them because they're fun, and if you're being safe with them and everything, then and you're not bothering anybody. But people think it's cool and they put it in rap videos and stuff. It's like, man, like you're ruining it for everybody. You're killing the culture. I don't know. I wonder what it's like. We had that one guy from Africa in here earlier. I wonder what it's like over there because they do a lot of like elephant hunting and stuff. Africa has guns. Really? I didn't know that. I've always wanted to go to Africa just to go on a safari or a what do you call them? A safari or something like where you get in a little vehicle and they take you around. Yeah, I've got a few old World War guns collected. Yeah, keep those, man, because those are unless it's a life or death financial situation, definitely keep those, man. Yeah, see, yeah, that's crazy. I love those antiques, man. I've always wanted to get my hands on a musket just to see what that's about. I think it's like black powder or something. They don't all function all. Well, you can get parts for them. I mean, you're gonna pay for it, but it's definitely worth it. Collectibles, that's what I like. Cause you see something from like the late 1800s, man. You're like, you know how much stuff has happened since that gun was produced. Like it's crazy. They have Russian 8Ks in the war pictures of Sudan. Really? I like the Siberian AKs. That's kind of where I am. The Siberian AKs are really nice, and they usually got really nice furniture on them too. Let me check if there's a date. Hold up. There might be. I'd be pretty interested in that. Yeah, the Siberian AKs, those are really well built. I've never really thought of a Russian one. Yeah, I know one thing is ammo is expensive here in the U.S. My friend found a three band bayonet in a wall of a house once from 1886 musket. That's wild, man. Siberia is in Russia. See, I'm not the expert, Thomas. I know a little bit. I know a little bit. So it was a Russian AK. Thanks for the clarification. Now I learned something today. Ours is pretty cold in Siberia too. That's like a whole new level of winter. Ain't no help coming out there. 1916. Yeah, yeah. See, that is wow. That's over 100 years old. That's crazy, man. Where do where do am Thomas? It's colder than Siberia at times. Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff in Siberia where they keep their cars running all winter long. And it's kind of like that up here. I mean, if you go in the grocery store or something, it's cold enough, you're going to want to keep your car running because it's so cold. Especially like the newer cars, they just won't start. You can put the best battery in the world in them, they just won't start. How do you heat your house hot rod? Well, I could tell you we heat them with furnaces. I wish I had a wood furnace. I wouldn't mind cutting wood to heat the house. Normal gas. Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard where I'm at too. I got a really old furnace that likes to shake and make interesting sounds. I think a new furnace and air conditioning is like between 11 and 15 grand. Wooden houses are the best way to live. Can't lie. Yeah, I've heard that guy's Mercedes is all blacked out. You can't see nothing in there. I mean, like the American style forest wooden house type shit. No man, we rub together because of the necessity. Yeah, yeah, it's rare to see a wooden house up here, at least in the cities. I saw one in the cities. I don't know if it's there anymore. All black car definitely has a gun. Well, like I said, we one thing we learned, Thomas, is we avoid conflict and we avoid situations. If there is a situation, we de-escalate. We don't want no problems with nobody. That's the one thing I've learned about life, man. Avoid the conflicts, avoid the issues, de-escalate when you can, or just get out of the situation. If I was in charge of plowing that lot, I wouldn't even tell him to move his car. I'm going to completely avoid the situation. Yeah, de-escalate or walk away. Driver, what is on your hip? 357. Rossi RM 66. I like carrying that or a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter is probably one of my favorite handgun rounds. Whoa. Are you scooping and then dropping the snow off? Yeah, right now I'm just bag dragging parking spots because there's a car in the way. Nice choice. Yeah, I like the bigger, the bigger calibers. You got to know what you're doing. That's the big thing. In the 10 millimeter and the 357, I feel like I'm really proficient with and I'm comfortable with. So when you're choosing something to carry, you want to carry something that you're comfortable with. You don't want to carry something that's big and you don't know how to handle it. You know, because if a situation ever arises, you're responsible for every round that goes. That goes down range. You know, so I always choose the best choice. 9 millimeter is okay. I think it's a little boring. Definitely has the power and the accuracy, but I just think it's kind of a boring cliche choice. It's so different to hear you packing a hand cannon. Not up here, man. Not up here. Yeah, hey, man. I feel bad for you, man. That's not good. How do you conceal 357? I thought you said you were skinny. Well, I mean, it's winter. You know, we have coats and big sweaters and stuff on. I mean, that's pretty easy. A 10 millimeter is pretty big too. Best handgun is definitely a revolver. Yeah, like I said, man, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing, man. They're heavy. They're heavy too. That's the other thing. I'm not really a fan of like the snub nose or like the the 4 inch barrel. Uh, you know, 357s and 38 specials. I'm more of like the longer barrel. For accuracy. You feel like you got a lot more control with a longer barrel. Even a hand pellet will attract cops. Even where you are, it's like a shot to the pass. Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that. I think the Cowboys used to use it back in the day or something, if I'm correct. I don't know. I feel comfortable with it. Whenever I go to the range, it's usually not a big deal to put shots on target. Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I heard it was a lot of lever action guns too. Lever actions are real fun as well. And, I like shooting the bigger rifles too, more of the hunting calibers like the 30-06 and the 30-30 and 300 Win Mag. That's kind of nice too. Want good guys like boss to carry guns in my community, not bad guys. And there's a lot of us here. In at least the state I live in. Uh, I believe that there's around a half a million concealed carry permits in the state. No shit, I made the paper in a small town. Bought a pellet rifle from Canadian Tire, and even the cops hunted me down. I'm 47. See, that's crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. Have you ever tried a Type 9 assault rifle? I have not. I have not. Maybe I should put that on my list. That's not American. I wonder what that is. I mean, ARs are cool and everything. I mean, they're fun to bring to the range and stuff, but that's the name of the Call of Duty gun. Let me look it up. SKS, the actual name. No, but I've seen them. I've seen them in the store for sale. I mean, they're like 7 or 8 grand. I think Call of Duty. I do like Call of Duty, but I think it's kind of a false. They I don't know. It's hard to explain when you actually get like a real like a P90 in your hand. You're like, man, this is nothing like Call of Duty. That's funny because I especially took my time to plow around that car and I got done, and now he moves his car. QBZ 95. So yeah, I'm not familiar with that either. I mean, this place is pretty much done. Not a whole lot more I could do. I don't want to drive by that car again. He's still sitting there. Your daily reminder: everybody in their own world, own little world, boss. Yeah, I mean, back when I did used to play like Call of Duty and stuff, I didn't know anything about guns. I knew nothing. I mean, my first one I think was a Sig Sauer P325, and then I had a Glock. But as I got older, I kind of got out of the Glock thing. Not a real big fan of them. I mean, I'm sure they're reliable, especially the newer ones, but I'm just not a big fan of them. I mean, if I could find a 10 millimeter Glock, I might try it. But I'm more of a Stig Sauer and Springfield. Springfield Armory makes really good guns. I do have some Springfield stuff, so you know it's more of like a budget type of gun, but it's good. Guns are too loud anyway. Well, if you got the right hearing protection, you should be all right. I think it's very important to know gun safety, even if you're Canadian and your prime minister doesn't want you to have any. Yeah, gun safety, that's the biggest thing that I always advocate that for everybody because I like bringing new shooters to the range. And first thing I teach them is gun safety. I like quiet things. Here comes the rooster. Everyone that needs at least a pistol. Yeah, I always like to start people off with a little 22. You know, kids, start them off with a 22, and most people, even people that are politically leaning the other direction, that they'll shoot a 22 for the first time. They'll say, "Man, this is awesome." So, but the biggest thing is just teaching safety. Just be safe with it. Thomas, we have a gun safety, just a moron for a leader. Yeah, I can't disagree. 22 ain't awesome. It's awesome for people that have never shot a gun before or don't know anything about them. And it's not like a 9 millimeter or a 10 millimeter or 45 or something a bigger caliber that would kind of turn them off from it. Like, no, this is too much. You got to teach kids safety and teach them how to shoot. Yeah, safety's first. Trump is the man. God bless Trump. 100% because America. That's the spirit, Thomas. That's the spirit. Yeah, it's fun, man. Trump, Trump, Trump. What manner where your bullet is going and what's behind the target? Yeah, you always want to know because you're responsible for every shot that goes down range. So you want to know what's beyond the target at all times. Even if you're at a range that's controlled, you always want to know what's beyond that. Because if you get in a self defense situation or you do some outdoor shooting, which I do a lot of in the summer, it doesn't matter because you always want to know what's beyond that target. Yeah, that's the spirit, Thomas. Now we're talking. Safety always first. Safety promise. That's how I was taught. Yeah, that's how I was taught too. I love going to the range and being safe. And you'll have the idiots there. Don't hold it right and shooting at the ceiling. I see it all the time. But I love teaching gun safety. I'm really big on that. I got a couple MP27s. Yeah, those. Yeah, that's a good choice, man. I got woods to shoot in. Yeah, see, and Eric, you got an advantage over a lot of people, man. I wish I had some woods. I absolutely wish that, man, because I'd save a lot of money on range fees. You must practice safety while consuming beers. Nah, not me. I'm sober. I've been sober for a long time from alcohol. Yeah, Eric's got it made, man. I'm telling you, man. That's to have your own woods and like your own property to shoot on. Like I don't know, man. That's a blessing, man. That's an absolute blessing. A lot of us don't have that, and a lot of us that live in the city, we work just to get out of the city to get in the woods to have our own something that we're not, paying astronomical prices for. I would rather drive. I would rather drive to the country, from the country to the city to get groceries, that like 30 minutes to an hour, than drive down the street 5 minutes. 10 acres. That's crazy, dude. Do you have to pay taxes in your country? Yeah, I would much rather drive, 30 minutes to an hour to go get groceries or go get, you know, to go to a hardware store, the local Fleet and Farm or something, than drive 5-10 minutes down the street just for convenience. Like I like driving. Clearly, you guys can see that. Because property taxes where I live I mean, they are sky high. And that property tax money. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. No tax, like 20 cents for a full tank, free water, free electric. Yeah, off the grid. What should abolish the property taxes and income tax? Yeah, well, that's a good point, Wendy. Welcome in, Wendy. I haven't seen you in here. I have an 8 point and a 1 point going through my woods. Yeah, see, I like watching nature. If I lived out in the woods, and, if it wasn't hunting season and stuff, I would just watch them because I don't see that type of stuff in the city unless it's too late, in the middle of the night or something, and it just pops out in front of your car. That's the only time I really see wildlife. I meant a 10 and a 12 point. Yeah, see, I just leave them be. I like watching them. I would like to see the wildlife more than anything. Just having that quietness and that freedom. If I want to work on a garage project at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to think of, oh, am I going to wake up all the neighbors? I do under deer until deer season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I like wild game meat more than the store bought meat. It tastes a lot better. It's greasier, but it tastes a lot better. Suicidal deer up here. Yeah, this was. Yeah, let them live their cute little happy lives. I mean, listen. I mean, I respect life. I respect nature. And I value it. So I'm gonna think twice. Before doing that. I love watching wildlife. It's awesome. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Especially like skunks and raccoons and foxes, and I mean we got all type of stuff up here. I saw a porcupine last summer. That was pretty interesting. Are you a cop? Your car looks like you're a cop. No, no. Wendy, you're the third person that asked me that so far. No, that's a plow on the front of my truck. I've hit 2 deer last year. Jeez, man. Two? I heard somebody was telling me like an old wives' tale that deer know the speed limit on roads, and a part of me wants to believe that. I'm not opposed to hunting. It's their life's purpose to be good for us. Yeah, of course. But North Africa ain't all that for wild life because we don't have deers or lions or anything. We just like camels, cows. Man, you got camels out there, dude. We got to take a trip out to Africa. What's going on? Camels? I love that. I think the only time I saw a camel was at the zoo. I was intrigued. I think it was just chill. They know you're coming, and they wait until you're close, then they run out. That's crazy. Literally everywhere. I'm in Ohio. Where are you from, brother? I'm here in Minnesota. Nah, bro, we got them in farms. Camel farms, huh? That's crazy. It's kind of like Australia. I've been really interested in kangaroos lately because kangaroos. I mean, they're built. They're big, buff. You know, and I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I would not want to make that kangaroo mad. I heard that they're just roaming around like squirrels here in America. Like that's crazy. Just kangaroos just hopping around everywhere. Wendy, I'm in upstate New York. Oh yeah, I've heard upstate is nice. They just post it up. We have white sharks. That's the real threat. All those Discovery Channel stuff is BS. Those things are mean. Really? I see raccoons, foxes, coyotes, and everything. Yeah, they're pretty common up here. But just think of that, like a kangaroo. You like that just being normal for people to see. Like those things are huge. Eric, I live in Nantucket Island. We have none of those, but too many deer. Guys got a massive ocean. Yes. Coyotes are getting worse here. Yeah, they're running rampant. We have lots of snow here this year. You'd be making money. Yeah, I mean, it'd be better than what we're making here. That's why I'm out here now. I'm just kind of playing around, just sitting around, nothing to do. Yeah, I want a kangaroo. Well, no, I don't know if I'd want a kangaroo because it'd try to beat me up. I ain't having none of that. I'm scared to go outside in the backyard with the dog because the kangaroo might try to beat me and the dog up. I heard their legs are the most powerful parts of them. Kangaroos will drown you. Yeah, seen this funny because I just watched something recently. It was either on TikTok. I think it was on TikTok or Facebook Reels. I saw that the kangaroos, if they feel threatened, they'll run to water and then wait for you to chase them because they were chasing a dog and they tried to drown the damn dog. I said, man, that is savage. They're really good at it. Yeah, I was literally just watching that recently. That was crazy. That's right, boss. Eric the kangaroo will box you too. Yeah, see, I don't want to be boxing no kangaroo. 'Cause I'm gonna lose. Like I'm a pretty strong dude, man, but I ain't man. I'm walking away. Like I said earlier, I'm walking away from that conflict. I ain't nothing but a conflict. I would box a kangaroo. Yeah, I ain't touching it. I'm walking away. Say here, you can have my phone, wallet, and keys. Say you want a snack too? 900 pounds of force in their kick. That's crazy. Imagine getting that to the chest. Wouldn't be nothing left. I saw something years ago. It was on YouTube at the time, but some guy like fought off a kangaroo in his backyard or something. It was a viral video. You gotta dodge it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Them kangaroos are quick. They ain't playing around. What are you smoking? Hot Rod? How do you know I'm smoking? That's crazy. I'm smoking a grape swisher. I developed a habit back in my early 20s for grape swishers. So that's all I smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. It's literally just grape swishers. That's crazy. That's crazy. You knew I was smoking. I just googled it. It says that a kangaroo can deliver a kick with a force up to 759 pounds, which is considered bone shattering. Yeah, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, man. It'd break every bone in your chest, all your ribs. Says we're all smoking right now. You do hookah. Blackstone Chevy Cherry is the best. I've tried a lot of the flavors. The I've never had Blackstone Cherry, but I think I've had all the other ones. There was one that tasted like those like hot icy packs or something like that. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. And then I had Tropical Fusion, which was good for a while. Um, but I mean, I've smoked all the types of swishers. So there's certain counties in the state I live in that don't even sell flavored cigars. They just sell the normal swishers. To break bones, I have iron fists. That's the spirit. By the way, where are you driving to, bro? I'm driving to my next place. I'm right now. I'm just checking accounts, making sure there's not like residual snow, and trying to clean up some of what's left over from the day. Yeah, but the grape swishes, that man, that's a bad habit, man. Especially when you're like a plow truck driver, because it's a stimulant. It helps you focus. And I like my hands being busy. I can chew gum. It'll help. But it's crazy because after like a 30-hour storm, I'll get back in my truck and it'll just reek of tobacco smoke. Reek of it. Yeah, I was here earlier. This place looks. I mean, there's no snow here. I can't plow over there because those are all gas caps. I actually plowed one of those up once, but I've been plowing this place for about 13 years. Well, I can plow this up. There was a car parked here earlier. Put that in a nice little frozen pile. The roads in America are nothing compared to Africa. LOL, so organized. I bet. I smoked the blunt for the first time in a long time. It was a box. It was a full tux. Took three big puffs and almost died of backwoods or heat stroke. Yeah, I've had backwoods, man. Backwoods they're a different type of cigar. I like the Russian cream ones. I quit smoking cigarettes 3 years ago. I was a heavy smoker. I used to smoke three cigarettes in a row because cigarettes were too short. Yeah, yeah, that's part of it. If it, yeah, I don't know, man. Nice job, Wendy. Yeah, we're proud of you, Wendy. We're proud of you. I salute you because it's a tough habit. If I'm busy with my hands or I'm busy, actually doing physical work, I don't want to smoke. Yeah, I want to try it backwoods. Never tried it in my life. Yeah, I wouldn't try them. Tomorrow I'm checking out this martial arts studio. Get back in shape. See, Wendy's doing it right. We're proud of you, Wendy. Smoking is shitty. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's tough on your body, man. It's tough. I wish I wouldn't have started. Yeah, Wendy's an inspiration. We appreciate you coming in the chat. I don't drink anymore. I mean, that was easy. That was an easy choice for me. Because I like driving around. I like driving around at night. So I don't drink alcohol anymore. And trust me, I've been tempted, man. But it's not really a hard choice for me at this point. I'd rather smoke, go around smoking a grape swisher, driving around. I'm doing a dry January, haven't had a Coors in a month. See, that's what I'm talking about, Thomas. Yeah, we gotta keep that up, Thomas. You go, girl. Congrats. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, Wendy. I've never been to the gym only for 2 months, and I'm 26. I feel like I've been up to expectations. Well, my advice, Abdul, get in the gym because you're 26. I wish I was still 26, actively working out. Because you're gonna start feeling your body once you hit 30. I'll be 32 next week, and because I've been doing hard labor my whole life, I can start to feel the effects of it. So the biggest thing when you're 26 is you want to start getting good habits. Because once you hit 30, man, you're gonna start feeling it. And I thought it was a joke. I'm even taking naps during the day. Like I thought, like when I was 26, I'd be up for a whole day straight, no problem. Baby steps, a duel. I feel like I've not been up to or starting the hard part. I work cutting wood. I'm 35. Yeah, that'll keep me in shape, Eric. Cutting wood is a good gym. Yeah, see, yeah, earlier I was talking about a wood furnace. That's why I want a wood furnace because I want to cut wood. I like cutting wood. I've been doing hard labor all my life. 47 welder, 22 years. Smoker blazer for 30 years. Yeah, see? Welding! Man, I love welding things. I do a lot of I do a lot of labor, like a lot. I'm 35. Yeah, so we're all about the same degree. I mean, I've been doing hard labor my whole life. I absolutely love it, especially in the summer. In the winter is really the only time I can justify going to the gym because I can't. My body will deteriorate if it just sits around. I've noticed it. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? Yeah, that's a good point, Wendy. Especially like as us men, we have to physically do something. We're not meant to just sit around and talk. Like we want to physically go out and do something. I like using my emotions to do something productive. That's my biggest thing. I've always worked through my emotions. So if I'm angry or sad or whatever, I always like working. I'm not, and all my girlfriends and all my relationships always hated that because they want to talk about their feelings and emotions. Like, no, I don't want to talk about my feelings. I want to go and work. I want to do something about it. That's a good reader, boss. Can't lie. How you keeping up with all the comments while driving? I'm used to multitasking. It's easy for me. We've been through this already. I know, Hot Rod. I know. Yeah, every girlfriend I've ever had, they absolutely hated that. And I don't have a problem talking about and talking through things, but I'm the type of person I want to go out and work. Like we could talk, but if 3 4 hours go by and we're sitting around talking, now I'm getting upset because we could have been doing something productive for them 3 4 hours instead of just sitting around talking. There's a reason why there's no girls in the comments. Listen, Wendy wins the comment section tonight. No, yeah, I would say Wendy's number one, and then Chuck is number two. Chuck was number one for a while because we were a little concerned about Chuck. I wonder what happened to Chuck. He just like disappeared. Yeah, Wendy is number one. That was motivating. Because smoking, boy, that's a hard habit to quit. That is so hard. Maybe the tapeworm got to him, Thomas. I don't know what the situation was. That's crazy. I'm glad you're with us, Wendy. Yeah, see, that's the spirit. We're all about positivity, just like with Chuck. We're supporting them. I'm just writing down something right now. Yeah, Wendy was in upstairs. Yeah, there she is. Beach Boys wrote a song about Wendy. Really? Put it in the chat. Maybe I can cue it up. Yeah, see, I like 70s and 80s and 90s music primarily. I listen to all types of music, so I'm willing to cue up some Beach Boys. Because right now I just have background music playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you listen to, Wendy? What's the motivation music for tonight? I like rap. Yeah, I used to listen to a lot of rap, but I like the older rap that actually tells a story and makes sense. Not the new age rap, even though it does have a good beat to it. But I just like to listen to reggae and Jimmy Buffett when it's snowing because it makes me less cold. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I guess music for me is more of like what I'm doing or like what time of the night or day it is. You should listen to Casper TNG Up. I grew up with the 60s, 70s and 80s. Yeah, it was good music back then, man. It was really good music. I used to play I grew up playing a video game called and a lot of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. It was Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That's where I got my 80s, my taste for 80s music. That's where I really got it from. And even when I play it nowadays, it's very nostalgic. I don't know, I don't know why or how, but it's that's where I got my '80s taste from. I absolutely love the soundtrack on that game. True, not nowadays. Vice City, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. It was Vice City specifically. You know, and I don't really remember the track from like Grand Theft Auto 3 or anything. Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons was awesome. I love the low and high voices. Yeah, I'll have to look that up, Wendy. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with Vice City. Where did Wendy come from? That's what I'm talking about. This was the perfect time for Wendy to come in. Motivating, good music to cue up. That's what I'm talking about. I played all the Grand Theft Autos. Yeah, so did I. I was surprised on the new one. You know, I think the game was too short, and I think they kind of ruined it with the online. Because I remember, what was the one where Nico Bellic was in? That one was really fun. I was thinking about starting to play that again. Because that was like a whole special type of Grand Theft Auto with Nico Bellic. Say, have you ever slipped on ice with your truck? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Up here? Yeah, oh, absolutely. My truck is not a 4x4, kind of sad. Well, if you're in North Africa, what do you need 4x4 for? Well, I guess there could be mud or sand or something. The whole ground is ice. We have to slow down and drive safely until boss salts the parking lot. Yeah, I typically like to throw salt at these places. When it rains, there are dangerous roads. Really? Did you got like mudslides and stuff? I have and did 360 in a snowplow truck for fun. Yeah, I used to do that with my older trucks. If you go and look at some of my older videos on the channel, we used to do that with the newer stuff and growing up and having to fix stuff that you broke from doing that stuff. Yeah, yeah, you'll know better. I ain't doing that no more. I could ice skate down my street if I wanted to. Yeah, that's crazy. No mudslides, but a heavy truck on a bend is sad. Oh yeah. See, we don't have any mountains here in the state I'm in. You can see the highway is directly in front of me. So you'll see all the semi traffic for like the next 5-10 minutes. You always got to watch your surroundings. Yeah, well, yeah, that's crazy, man. We don't have any mountains or anything. Anything close to a mountain is what we call up north here in Minnesota, so close to the Canadian border. We got every type of terrain here. Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't mind going to a jungle. I've always wanted to go to a jungle, see some snakes. I used to have pet snakes, and know how to drive. Yeah, the harsh climates up here will teach you how to drive. It teach you to slow down. No mountains where I'm at, prairie. Really? But Abdul, here the catch. We don't have to worry about those crazy looking camels spitting at us. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point, Thomas. Wendy, I have a snake. I used to have a lot of snakes. Yeah, I had a snake thing back in my early 20s. I had what were they called? Ball pythons. I had three of those, and then I had a red-tailed boa constrictor. Her name was Cisco, but she was very friendly, and she was hand fed and handled a lot as a baby. So she was very friendly. She never bit me, which is good. Desert, mountain, beach, rocky roads, pit holes everywhere, potholes everywhere. We got stupid bumps in the road that can destroy your brakes. Yeah, come Abdul, come to St. Paul, Minnesota. We'll show you what potholes are. We got some terrible potholes there. If I had snakes back then, now I'm getting into tarantulas and breeding them. Yeah, if I wouldn't have stopped my snake fad, I was thinking about getting into spiders and tarantulas. I kind of like those. Like if I have spiders in my house, I tell the wife that their name is Frank. Frank the spider. Leave him alone. I always leave the spiders. I never kill them because if they're in the house, they're usually trying to eat something. I grew up with snakes. Yeah, see. I mean, they'll spook me in the summer. Like we have gardener snakes here in Minnesota in the summer, and I mean they'll spook me because they'll run out of nowhere. But I'm not gonna run away from it. I think it's kind of cool. Says, oh, me too. A boa and a lot of ball pythons. Now I have a publa milk snake. Oh, I love milk snakes. I have two Asian black forest scorpions also, and a Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Wendy's on a new level. Some rich dude in the government here bought like 100,000 camels for his son's wedding. That was crazy. That is pretty crazy. I think that'd be pretty cool. Spiders do. Had a black widow sneak up on me in the garage. Yeah, see, we do have black widows. They're very rare, but we do have them, I've seen the stories and stuff on the black widows. I wouldn't mess with those. I'd walk the other direction. Those, and I think they're brown recluses. I heard those are pretty nasty too. I heard you can die from a brown recluse. I've been specifically a snake trying to catch you. All you got to do is stand your ground with snakes. Yeah, to a point. I've never seen one before. I want a pied ball python high white. Oh yeah, yeah. There used to be an exotic pet store. It's not there anymore. I think COVID shut it down. But that's where I bought all my exotic pets from. I even had a little baby alligator at a point. We have brown recluses here in Ohio. See, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. We found rattlesnakes in our farm. Had to kill that real quick and get poisonous scorpions that they come small. Yeah, yeah. Thomas, go to a reptile expo. They have all types. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that, man. I've really been wanting to do that. 'Cause I've heard that they have them here in the summer. Because the ones at the zoo are okay, but the biggest one I've seen was a 6 inch. That is crazy. We have brown recluses on Nantucket Island. Nantucket. Yeah, I like going to those type of expos. I heard that there was a cat expo here last year, and I was trying to go to it, but I missed it. I think I was busy. I'm more of a cat person than like a dog person. I don't know why. Cats got their own personalities, and they're kind of just chill, and they leave you alone. Brother, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, go ahead. It's probably one of the best lives so far. Wendy and Chuck definitely made it. They definitely made the live worth it tonight. That's for sure. Me too. No offense, but dogs stink. No, dogs do smell. I mean, I have one dog. I used to have two, but he passed away. He was what 15, 16. He was a really old dog, and I mean, I'm 32. I had him most of my life. He was a good dog. Yeah, I love cats. My cats, they love to talk to me. So one's a female. We just got her. She likes to run around the house and eat the mice. I can't stand those mice. Be running around in the stove. My cats breathe. My cat's breath is really bad, and they will piss in the house and eat you if you die. But yeah, I like cats. They are cool. I'm a dog lover. Have blue heels and a black German Shepherd. Well, yeah, yeah, Thomas. I have a male cat and a female cat. Both of them aren't fixed. I'm never a person that believed in fixing my animals. It's just how I was raised because none of my animals when I was raised were fixed. Um, so when we got the female cat, that's when the male cat started peeing in the house, and it would kind of hit you because the cat pee is so strong because it has all that ammonia in it. But he's only doing that to kind of show his stuff and strut his stuff, and the female cat's not fixed. So when she's in heat, we all know it. The cat's peeing on everything, specifically my stuff. To show that he's dominant or whatever. I mean, it drives me nuts. I absolutely I can't stand the smell of cat pee. My dog's name is Darling. That's a pretty good name. My dog is sleeping next to me right now. His name is Jax. I like Jax. In Africa, you get used to everything: spiders, rats, fully stocked cat families. You know, I'll be honest, I've never seen a wild rat. I used to feed rats to my snakes, like frozen rats, and sometimes live ones, but I've never seen like a wild big rat running around. And that and a cockroach. I've never seen those two. Both my dogs sleep with me at night. Yeah, that's loyal dogs. Yeah, I like that. He says hi back, Thomas. Yeah, we like Jax. Their names are Riley and Lucy, both females. Eric, funny enough, my German Shepherd, the old one, his name was Riley. Well, we can get massive rats, bro, the size of a cat, I swear. Yeah, dude, I don't know. At that point, I don't know, man. But you get used to it if you grow up around it. But I'm a grown man. I'd probably scream if I saw a rat that big. Say, hey man, what the hell is that? And then everybody that's local just be all chill about, oh, just relax, man. It's just a rat. Said, man, a rat that big? I thought New York rats were big. To the size of a cat. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, Thomas, about the same in New York City. I don't know, man. If I ever go to New York and I see a rat that big, man, I don't know. People probably laugh at me. You grown man screaming. Say, hey, bro, just relax. Just a rat. Man, I didn't know a rat could get that big. That's crazy. I'm the only Providence that has absolutely no rats. Well, Hot Rod, you live in a good spot there. I like to hear that. You're not really camping until the mice nibble your hair and the knife. You know, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I couldn't deal with the mice. I seen a rat about 8 inches, and it was jumping at me, so I kicked it. All right, Eric. That's funny. He kicked the rat. Did it like scream when you kicked it, or what happened? Did it tumble? I got to know the details. He said he kicked it and it flew. That's funny. Yeah, see that's funny. Their teeth are so dang big, man. They got the two really big front teeth. What in the hell is going on here? I'll let a mouse live, but I'll die before I let a rat live. Well, yeah, I used to feed those white rats to my snakes. Most of the time they were frozen unless they had like they would call them food rats. I've never seen a black rat in my life. Never. It's always been a white one. I don't know why that is. Grab it by its tail and it can't get you then. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Because I've grabbed him by the tail like when I was feeding my snakes. I think I did that once or twice, and that was it, man. I wasn't doing it after that. So every time I would feed my snakes from then out, even like the little mice, I would just feed them. I would just grab a pliers by the tail and put them in there. I don't like the tails on those things. It's the opposite for me. Never seen a white rat. Yeah, that's all I saw. I've never seen a black rat in my life ever. And speaking of which, I don't know what is anybody else concerned about Chuck? I don't know where Chuck went. He didn't say bye. He didn't say nothing. He just disappeared. I don't know why my flash is on. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, I don't know where Chuck went. Maybe the tapeworm got him. I don't know. And speaking of which, what time is it out there in Africa? Eric, white or gray? The only ones I've seen in Ohio. Yeah, I've seen it. No, I can't say I've only seen a white one because I have seen a gray one. About been here for 2 hours, forgot the sub. Yeah, you got a sub, Abdul. Typically, I only go live at night. I don't try to go live during the day because it's too busy and there's too much commotion going on. But I'm typically live at night, and it could really vary what time of night. But if it snows here, I'm typically live at night. So yeah, he disappeared. Easton, where are you snowplowing? Minneapolis. Yeah, maybe the tapeworm got to him, Thomas. I don't know, man. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Dude, that is so crazy, man. I've never understood that. How like we can be sitting on live and like the sun's up somewhere else in the world and it's literally pitch black. It's the middle of the night here. 12:05 in Ohio. Abdul haven't slept yet. Hot Rod, yeah, yeah. Everybody has been in here sub, man. Yeah, I'm on my way to my last place. Haven't slept. What am I? What am I looking at now? I just joined Energizer. I'm plowing. I'm plowing snow. Appreciate the subs, guys. Good morning, Abdul. Hope you have a great day. And too much traffic during the day. Yeah, the traffic kills me, man. I can't. That's a, that's my biggest thing. Everybody knows that I cannot deal with traffic. I will rather wait and starve. I have no groceries. I'd rather wait and starve and go do my grocery shopping at night. I need to sleep. Have a good day. All right, Abdul. We'll see you later. Trying to explain that one to a flat earther. Yeah, no kidding. How long you on for? Hot Rod, I will probably be on for another 15 minutes. I'm on my way to my last place. I wish I had more stuff to do. I'd just stay on. We didn't get much snow. Had we gotten like 6 or 7 inches, I'd be live for 12 hours easily. Everyone else from the USA. A lot of us are. Chuck was from England. Yeah, nighttime's the best, man. It's just a different vibe at night. Oh yeah, I think Hot Rod is from the UK. I don't know. No, Hot Rod's from Canada. He's from Canada. See, I read the comments. We're on top of it. Yeah, Hot Rod's from Canada. Yeah, I know. I'm Chuck. He's gone now. Yeah, hopefully the tapeworm didn't get him. I'm not gonna forget about that. So what I'm gonna do is typically what I'll do with these lives is I will. It typically takes a day or so, but I'll take this live and I'll archive it so it's available to play back. So it'll probably be available tomorrow because we have the option to either archive our lives and keep them private, but I always typically put them public. So anybody for their entertainment can go back and watch them later. But if anybody hasn't subscribed yet, definitely hit that subscribe button because whenever I'm plowing at night, I usually like to go live and talk to people. And I mean, you can get bored out here just driving around by yourself. Damn rats. Yeah, no kidding. It got Chuck. Yeah, Abdul, man. I'm glad I got on the time I did, man. Because, I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night here. That's crazy. 7 a.m. That's nuts. I can't believe he came in here with that tapeworm. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Hopefully, so can you do a fat burnout for a sub? No, I'm not. No, I won't do a burnout in this truck, man. I paid too much money for this damn truck. I got new tires on the back. Same, it gets bored by yourself. Yeah, it does. I tend to entertain myself with grape swishers and music. Because most people are sleeping at night, so you can't call anybody. You'd be like, why are you calling? Like, man, I'm sitting in the truck by myself, nothing to do. Yeah, I got to get on live when there's a really, really, really good amount of snow. You can't even drift with the tundra. I mean, I heard you can. Got the one car parked in the way again. All right, I'd say another 15, 20 minutes I'll be on because with that car there, it's gonna take a little bit. True, nobody up like you are. Well, it's not just me, man. It's a lot of us people that do snow removal and snow services, man. We're up all night. I guarantee I'll be up at least till 3, 4 o'clock. As I can't sleep. I'll find something to do. But I mean, by the time I'm done with this, my phone will be dead. Boss, look into turning on that thing that reads what we post out loud so you don't have to read. What is that? I've never heard of. I've seen that on other people's lives. God, 7 a.m., man. Well, you haven't been to bed, man. You gotta go to bed. You get up at like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Then it'll be morning for me. No idea. I gotta go. Much love. Peace. All right, Thomas, man. We'll see you. Meant no one you can call because talk to you because everyone is asleep. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, my phone's on like 7%. It was at 100 when I started plowing. Should probably turn on my 4-wheel drive. Yeah, hopefully we see Wendy again, man. That definitely made my night a lot better. Really motivating. I don't think yeah. All right, Abdul, get some sleep, man. Looks like somebody's got a some sort of a scrap metal thing back here. You know, that's going in the back of my truck. Looks like a furnace. You got somebody over here taking out the trash. Got speed bumps back here. Same wind up was the shizzle. Well, really eyeing up with I think that's a commercial cooker or something. You can't just leave that there. Yeah, as you can see, we don't got much snow. It's just like an inch and a half. Yeah, she was awesome, man. That was great. Definitely threw me off because this is more of a boys live. When is your next live? I would say Hot Rod. My next live would be Wednesday night because we're supposed to be getting another snow system Wednesday night, and then from the sound of it, it sounds like Friday night and possibly Saturday night I might be going live. We got a bigger system coming in for us Friday, this weekend basically. So those are my two best guesses. But if we do get a big system, I mean, you could go to sleep and wake up, I'd still be live. I don't know the time limits on YouTube's live policy or deal or whatever, but I could break it up into different segments if I had to. Because I mean, it's chaotic trying to plow snow during the day, and you got people calling you, and right on, man. Maybe I'll be back. Yeah, man. I'm glad you came in here. It was good conversation for everybody. I don't know what that thing is. That looks like a cooker or something. Got a bunch of buttons on it. Looks like we haven't had no snow this week here. The snow is all melted here. That's crazy. Yep, it was fun. Have a good night. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in, Hot Rod. We had a good time tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got about. I would say I'm gonna be on live for another 5 minutes or so because my phone's at about 4%. So I'll try to end the live before my phone dies. Otherwise, I don't think I'll get it archived. It was definitely one of my best lives I've had so far. That's exactly what I was saying. It should be snowing here, but it's not. Yeah, it's been a weird winter for everybody, man. I mean, this should have been a 6 inch snow. I'm just kind of out here staying busy. And the lighting at this parking lot ain't the best. So someone's out and it was in the 60s. Say that is crazy. 60 degrees? You'd be out here barbecuing. You getting the burgers on the grill. Go for a nice solid barbecue burger right now. Yeah, if any of you guys haven't subbed to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe because I'm gonna be ending the live pretty soon here. Exactly. I was smoking a whole chicken. Oh yeah, that's how you do it, man. I'd be knocked out sleeping if I had a smoked chicken right now. Knocked out. Today it tasted so good. Yeah, man. That's flavor. Yeah, I gotta end this live. My phone's at 2%. So we'll see you later, Eric. Appreciate you guys coming in.